guys, welcome to another episode. Today I plan on taking out the mighty 4K engine from the KE70. So shouldn't be too hard a job. Hopefully maybe an hour or two, see how many problems we get. Now firstly I have to give a shout out to Mark from Team Ford, who works in the panel shop, who's pretty much donated this twin cam steering wheel for the build. I've always wanted one for a long time, now I've got one, so it's absolutely awesome. So yeah, thanks again Mark for that, total legend man. Alright, so as I said in an earlier episode, I'm going to be putting in a 4G54 from a Mitsubishi Sigma, stuff like that they come out of. It's 2.6 straight 4, I've got it right here. Sorry for all the mess. But yeah, single overhead cam, 2.6, 5-speed gearbox. I've got a spare that I've also got just in case. So the biggest problems are going to be mounts. See how, once we get the other engine out, see what we can do about them. At the moment this is just a CA18 DET mount from the old track car, and the cross member from that as well, which I just tried to briefly fit up, but yeah, it's going to need some work because at the moment I'm just having some clearance issues down here, so we're going to have to do something about that. Now you guys are probably wondering how the car's changed so much since last time. All the panels that I'll be doing bodywork on, I've got corner of the shed. Thought doing one at a time, make it easier. These are all just panels from various track cars and KE70s I've had. So these 4Ks are about, I think, 35 kilowatts from stock. They come in 1.2 to I think 1.5 or 6 or something like that. I could be wrong. But yeah, so about 35 kilowatts I reckon from factory. Nowadays it's probably about 30. The 4G54 that I'll be putting in, I believe they were around 100 kilowatts from stock. So maybe if I get around 90, hopefully 3 times the power or so. And in a small car like this, it should be more than enough because, yeah, be cool. Since I'm also going from carby engine, I shouldn't need to change the ECUs, stuff like that. Wiring should be a breeze. Pretty much just drop it in, mount everything up, hopefully fuel lines, whatever else needs to be done. Cool, so let's get into it. I'm going to start by draining the oil and the coolant, stuff like that, and then yeah, just simple things, take the radiator out, just whatever doesn't need to be in the way pretty much. I don't know if you guys can see this, but look how much mud there is in the bottom. Absolutely filthy, and that's what goes through the engines. Yeah, good habit to get into is, until you're painting, well, let's just chuck the bolts back where you find them. That way you won't lose any. Because I won't be using aircon on the next build, all this is going to come out as well, which is nice. Clean it up a bit. Alright guys, I think I got most of this stuff out of the way, so now I'm going to have to get underneath. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that too well, but there's 4 bolts there. I've got 2 spanners on it. That's for the tail shaft. It's not one piece, so it's got a cross member, or yeah, whatever you want to call it, in the middle section. So being 2-piece, I've got to unbolt that as well, and then that'll slide straight out from the gearbox. Right, so I just got the drive shaft out. Now you might be able to see it's got those 2 bolts on the gearbox cross member, and then yeah, it should be able to start lifting it all out hopefully. So the gearbox is all unmounted, stuff like that. Just draining the rest of the oil. You can see I spilled a little bit, but oh well, I'll clean that up soon. Now I've also unbolted the exhaust here, so you might be able to see down there. That was actually a bit of a pain, because it bolts onto the side of the engine block there, and it's just a awkward spot to get a ratchet spanner in and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll leave the rest of the exhaust on for now, take that off another day. Just to cap it up a little bit, gotten rid of all the aircon stuff, radiator, all hoses, fuel lines, stuff like that, battery, ignition leads, all that kind of stuff, just things that'll get in the way. So hopefully now that everything is kind of tidied up, this should all come out one piece. I don't think I've missed anything. The tail shaft is unbolted, the gearbox mounts are unbolted, speedo cable's out, and yeah, let's give it a go. For the engine, I'm going to use a bit of old seat belt of mine. It's got a self-tightening knot, so whenever you pull on it, it will just get tighter. Most likely wrap it around the exhaust manifold here, and hopefully something on the left, maybe the aircon pump or something like that. Alright, we've also then got our two cross-member bolts keeping the engine in on the mounts. So we'll just undo them with the old ratchet. They don't need to come off all the way, just so they're loose, and that'll the stud will slide out of the slot. Alright, now that those two bolts are off, I'm going to chain it up to the seatbelt I got here. Start lifting it out and see what happens. If you're doing it the seatbelt way like I am, try and keep this as centered as you can, just so then it lifts the engine evenly. Well, that did the job. Now it always needs a little persuasion and rocking about just to get them off those mounts. So yeah, it's all a bit of fidgety here and there, but just keep moving it around till you get it right. So it seems it was tugging on the left of it a little bit. What I'm going to do is move the chain over to the left a bit. Hopefully it'll pull up more from that side. So as you can see, the engine is out. You can tell just over the years how much grime and stuff has gone on it. Look at all that build up in there, that is ridiculous. So yeah, good to see that gone. And now we have so much room for activities. Woohoo! It's actually taken me a lot longer than I thought it would today. It's starting to get dark, so I'm going to be calling an episode there. So thanks for watching. Next episode or so, we'll probably be doing wire tuck, just shave off a few of the holes in that, and yeah, just get ready for paint and custom mounts maybe for the 4G54. So yeah, cheers for tuning in. See you next time.